That's a bad thing about social media. No one really shows the losses, and they don't show the reality of trading, because trading is very hard. Until you know how to trade, it's very easy. Because with trading, people want to make a lot of money. You can see online the payouts, you get happy, you get 20k payouts, you want to do the same thing. But you don't know what they've been through. And if you don't want to backtest 1 hour a day and you think you're going to be profitable, it doesn't exist, right? I'll tell them what they need to hear. Like, if you don't like to hear, you can leave. I'll tell them, like...
So, hello guys. Welcome Alpha Capital Group. We've got another wonderful interview set up for you. Agit Arslan is with me, known as Flexx Trades. And we're going to start at the beginning, and he's hopefully going to give you a lovely introduction to where that all came from.
Yeah, so my name kind of came from my brother. My brother's name is Bideron, and they used to call him like Bideron or Bedo. And they used to tell him Flexx, like Bideron Flexx or Bedo Flexx. So, you know, I was very good friends with my brother back in the time. So
Is there much age difference between you?
Yeah, he's like I think like 8 years, 7 years.
But
yeah, he also always used to bring me everywhere, you know, to the barber, to go shopping or whatever. So he was like a good brother figure for me. And he always used to tell me, you know, you're Agit Flexx Jr. now. So that's where really the name came from. And then, you know, I removed the junior, of course. So I just came with Flexx Trades on, and that's how it really got on.
And where do you come from?
I come from Belgium, but I'm original Kurdish.
Okay.
That's my origin.
What is your? Have you been to university or anything, or do you work? Have you worked before you got into trading?
It's like in Belgium, you have middle school, which is like from the 1st grade to the 6th grade. And I never really liked school. Like, I never really did work. I kind of look at myself that I'm a little bit smarter than people, so I didn't really do much work to get good grades. So, but my dad opened a restaurant in 5th grade, when I was in 5th grade. And when I was in the 5th grade, I actually had I failed my classes, so I couldn't go through the next year. So then my father just said, like, yeah, you know, might as well come work for me, you know, and that's when I really just quit school.
Okay.
So that's when I started. Obviously, I already did trading, but I was not really, I was still a student, so I didn't have really money, and I was not really in Forex back then. I was more trading crypto, so it was harder to get capital and stuff.
I was going to say, that must be with your own money.
Yeah, it was mostly with my brother's money. I have another brother as well, and he used to give me his money to just trade spot for him. And he was like, you can take like 10%, 50% of the profits.
Were you making money?
Yeah, not really crazy money. I was more on the Dogecoin, like the hype coin. I was not really smart back then, so I was on the Reddit hypes searching
whatever's moving. Yeah,
whatever's moving, I was trying to chase it. But they made a little bit of money, you know. He didn't really give me, but I didn't really mind because I was more learning, and I was interested in how it worked, because like you're buying and you're waking up 10% richer. It's like, you know, it was very, very crazy to me, because I was like, you know, if I can do this with my own money, I can be rich just sleeping and being in my bed and making money. You know, I was very happy about it. That's when I really got, you know, I was just grinding late hours. I didn't care about the money because I was still a student. I used to work at my dad's restaurant. I used to like make like 2K a month for my dad's restaurant. So I had income, like I had consistent income. So I also had no.
So you went under pressure too.
Yeah, I went under pressure on making money or something, because I had no bills. You know, I had 2K in my pocket. That's it. I can do whatever. I can buy 10 challenges or whatever. And my dad wouldn't say, you know, where's your money, because it's my money, and I didn't really pay any bills or whatever. So, you know, I liked that way, and I really grinded hard, because I just liked the fact that I can make money online without putting much effort in, because I was a lazy person. Like, I really didn't like to go work and all that. Like, from the start of my dad's restaurant, I didn't really like it, because like you're kind of sacrificing 12 hours of work, because what I do is I wake up at like 9 a.m., let's say. I trade until 12, which I still do. I still work at my dad's restaurant till 12 or 12:30. That's when I leave, and then you come home 12 a.m.
This is Belgian time, is it?
Yeah, it's Belgian time. So it's like 12 hours shift. Obviously, there's road work, like you have to go grocery shopping, etc. But 12 hours, you can't do what you want to do. It's like half of your day is gone, and you're only making 2K a month, which when you're trading, especially when you're trading, it's a 2% on a 100K account, you know. It's not a big deal. It's a very big difference. But
and full support from your father to get into this?
You know, my father and my mom, they thought it was a scam at start, but, you know, once you get the payouts rolling, it's like, okay, you're making money, you know. You're making money.
In the early days, did you get scammed?
Not really. I didn't really get scammed. I was just, you know, following more into the hype, you know, buy the news, sell the hype, or whatever it's called. Oh, so I didn't really get scammed by anyone, which was actually a good thing, because I didn't have money, so I couldn't buy really courses.
Right.
I was, you know, YouTube all day, watching courses of 3-4 hours. Not that it really learned me anything.
What do you think to that? I've seen all this and going, it's all in the new world jargon, which is dressing up the old world jargon. And
Yeah.
and we were just chatting in the last interview. So few people admitting to losing.
Yeah, that's why I really came on social media as well. I wanted to, like, for example, last week I had a video. I was like really honest. Like, I blown maybe 10 challenges in the past month. Right, I'll be honest, because for me challenges are, I look at the risk reward terms.
Okay.
Right, because if I take 5 challenges and I pass one, and if I just get 2 to 3%, I'm break even. Right, which for example, I had a firm where I've spent 3 to 4K. Right, which I've done like 5 to 6 challenges. I've only passed one.
Yeah.
Today I got a 4% payout.
So you're back.
I'm break even and I have a free funded account.
Yep.
And the funded account, you're trading consistently conservative, 0.5%, 1% risk. But on the challenges, 3-4%, you want to get it over quick because.
So you have a completely different setup. Okay.
Yeah, but I tell people I don't advise anyone this because I am experienced and I have the money to put in. Right? I made payouts before. Before I had payouts, I would obviously go one by one, take a 100K challenge. If I fail, I would obviously take it slow. But now because I have payouts that can really cover my cost, it's like a business expense. You look at the risk reward,
So it's now compounding and rolling.
Yeah. As long as the payouts are bigger than your challenges, you're profiting as a business.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trying to do. But obviously, I don't advise people that. I'll tell them, go one by one. Obviously, especially if you're new, because you see a lot of people risking 4 or 5% on a challenge. And it's not like you can't do that every time, especially when you're new. You can't do that because you have no money.
It's quite, the volatility in spreads. It's difficult.
Yeah, you get slipped and you're gonna be mad. I got stopped
when you're that
out.
geared.
Yeah, it's very hard to do, especially when you're risking high amounts of money. Like you are ready to lose an account. You don't care because you can buy another one. There's no problem. But if you have no money, you can't buy another one.
Yeah,
and,
so your mindset's totally different. Isn't
it? And you're also, I have enough data over I have like 2,000 trades of data. I know that I'm profitable, but if you're new, even trades on a challenge, that's very good data because it's live markets. You can backtest 1 million trades. I mean, the data is good, but it's not going to show the live market data. That's why challenges, I tell people risk even 0.25%. You go, like, instead of backtesting, buy a challenge, 10K. Your goal should not be to pass a challenge, obviously it is, but your goal is more to gather data on trades, on live market. Because you have the execution, you have slippage, you have spread, you have everything combined.
And you've got the psychological aspect.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're trading demo, you're also forward testing, but it's still demo. You don't get filled. It's fake money. You have no spread. You have no slippage. You can just trade news and not get slipped. But on a live market, it's not gonna happen. So that's why you always wanna. That's a bad thing about social media. No one really shows the losses, and they don't show the reality of trading because trading is very hard.
Absolutely.
It's very, very hard until you know how to trade. It's very easy because you're doing the same thing every day. Like I wake up, I have the same setups every day, and I'm disciplined enough to tell today I'm gonna trade or today I'm not gonna trade.
This is something that's come out from a lot of these chats. It's refreshing to hear you saying the same thing, that it takes a while to get it right, and then the holy grail is seeing the discipline and hard work.
Yeah, it's like you are the holy grail.
It isn't finding the one shot guaranteed profit every time. And for you to get successful and trading successfully, not every trade is a winner, is it?
Yeah, it's like not trading is not for everyone.
No.
Trading is it's like I think it's very different for every people on your situation. Let's say you're a rich guy or you're not rich. It could be very different because you could spend 10K on challenge and not feel it. And that's maybe why your psychology would be better. That because with trading, people want to make a lot of money. Like you can see online, like the payouts, you get happy. You could see 20, 30K payouts. You want to do the same thing. But you don't know what they've been through, right? You don't know. Maybe it took them 40K in challenges to get a 30K payout.
Absolutely.
And they don't show it. So that's why you need to realize that when you're looking at someone, like you need to always realize that it doesn't happen overnight. You don't wake up profitable.
How do you feel psychologically about any lost challenges? Is that?
I don't like. You should not marry a challenge, right? It's not your wife. If it's gone, it's gone.
No, I love it. I'm saying, but as I think you're alluding to, is that it's education rather than rather than making mistakes.
Obviously, blowing a challenge is never nice, right? Especially if you're new. If you're obviously a little bit more advanced, it won't feel like anything. But if you're new, it will like. Because you think you failed, but you didn't fail. You're just learning, right?
You learn things
when
that
you're
don't
even
work,
doing a driving lessons, you're gonna do bad stuff, but that doesn't mean you won't be a driver, right? Because it takes time, and you fail 2 times, 3 times. You could even fail 20 times. Then once you pass, and then you start being consistent over time, right? You should not rush it. There's no time spent on anything because the markets won't run away, right? The markets are regulated, everything.
Yeah.
Like it won't run away overnight. It's not like crypto, maybe it's a Ponzi, whatever. But it comes quick, you know. No, it doesn't come quick.
I mean, we're doing this interview right in the middle of gold and Bitcoin going absolutely nuts to the upside.
Yeah, that's.
Do you still play around in Bitcoin?
Nah, I don't trade crypto. I do hold crypto, but I sold all my crypto at 65K, you know, because I was been holding since 2022. So it was a nice ride, you know.
Yeah.
It's enough, you know. If it goes to 150K, whatever it goes, but if it goes back, then. Yeah,
and what do you think? Is it now being manipulated, or is it the very fact the fundamentals are all in line?
I think the fundamentals do play. I don't really know about fundamentals.
The halving thing and all that.
Like if you look at gold, if gold is pushing and Bitcoin is pushing, something must be right?
Yeah.
I don't know much about fundamentals like the interest rate and stuff. I don't look at that because I don't even know what's about. But like whenever news comes out and gold goes up, I know something good is happening, right? Because why would it go up if something good isn't happening?
So you like to see what the trend is up front and then play around in that trend?
Yeah, but usually what I do, like how I trade, is very simple. Like I think I have one of the most simple strategies ever.
Normally the best ones.
Like it could take me three minutes to analyze. Like I don't go to the weekly, whatever. 15-minute time frame, that's all I do.
Okay.
I look at the 15-minute supply, 15-minute demand. I wait for price to come in. I'll set my alerts, or I can play 1-minute continuation as well. But I just look. I get a 1-minute entry. That's it. No bias. I just trade towards. It's like you can call it support resistance, right? But it's supply demand more advanced. You have liquidity inducement.
Do you put any of the indicators on?
No.
No?
I like naked charts, you know.
Okay.
Because I mean, you could trade indicators, but it confuses me, especially in the lower time frame. It's very confusing. Higher time frame, obviously, it could work, but a lower time frame, like
There's a lot of noise in there.
it's a lot. 1 minute, it could go like, you know, it could do everything, but it's very hard. But you know, I keep my entries very simple. I don't like to, you know, trading should not be hard. It should be very simple. And once you have an edge over the market, you should just keep your edge, keep executing, and you're gonna win anyway. So
if you got you got your payout and your stop loss set up in a profitable technical way, it should take care of itself, shouldn't it?
yeah, it's like. If you lose 10, it's gonna take maybe 20 more, and then you're profitable. So it's just time or trades that I have to catch up, because you know, like what I say is the reason why people collect data, or even why I collect data, is I don't like mathematics or data. I don't like it. It's very confusing. But if I know that data backs my strategy, I know I'm profitable, because data runs on everything. You know, you have in Formula One, you even have data. People based off data, they get better drivers or whatever they want to do it. That, like, if my data tells me I'm profitable, you know, I'm very happy.
Do you like watching markets just trade around as well for getting a feel for it, or?
Yeah, you know, but I usually like what I do is I trade two pairs, right? I trade gold and euro. I don't like to look at more, because when I look at more pairs, I want to trade
Euro
it.
against what?
Dollar.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I look at more pairs, I want to trade it, you know, because like there's always gonna be trades ready. Like if I trade 10 pairs, I would be taking 20 trades a day, you know.
Yeah.
Because you're on the 50-minute. Trades are gonna set up very, very, very quick. Like for euro or gold, if it's like let's say London or New York, it takes a setup is very quick, and obviously some setups are not the best setups, or some setups are not correct setups. But when you're trading, you don't see that, right? Because you're in the most, like, it's like, for example, people that teach psychology, right? People ask me a lot about psychology. I'm telling them, like, I can tell you whatever you want. When you're trading, you're not, like, in your back of your mind, you don't listen to me, because you're fighting your own. It's you versus you, right?
Gremlin on your shoulder.
Yeah, you can say, like, you can try to listen to me how much as you want. Your mind is stronger than you itself, right? If my mind can control me, then who am I to control you? You know, this is impossible. Like, I can't, like,
you don't know what each individual's drivers are, do you?
Yeah, 100%. And especially when you need to make money, it's 10 times harder. Even 100 times, because you need to make money.
Totally different psychology, yeah. You're scared of every losing tick, and
yeah, especially when it's live funds. You know, that's why prop firms are a very good thing. You know, you have no risk except for the challenge fee, but compared to the account size you're getting, it's literally nothing.
So you said you started off in crypto and you were using your own money. What introduced you to that simulated prop world?
So I got introduced into Forex by a friend in 2022 October, which is when crypto went to 16K. Yeah. And I had no setups at all. I was trading futures, right? Because then I was I was making a little bit more money, so I could put money to futures. But I know, like, the market was not showing me any trades for 2 weeks. And my friend was like, you know, there's Forex, a very good thing. It's very fast, 2-3 hours, and you can find 50-60 pips. I was like, yeah, let me try it. And he was like, I was trying to deposit money into ISO market. He's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
There's something called prop firms. What are you doing? Like, what is that? You know, so he explained the model. I'm like, are you sure this is real?
it's
I'm getting 100K for
$400.
Like $500. Are you serious? He's like, yeah, I'm very serious. So I started with 10K. Then I blow a few. Then actually it was from October to December. I had no funding. Like I blew all my fund. Like I didn't have funding, but I blew all my challenges.
You've made that money before. You've lost it all. Have you got a backstop? Is your dad gonna give you more money, or you're now panicking that you're doing the wrong
No,
thing?
it's like I didn't spend much. Like I only bought 10Ks. I
Right.
only bought 10K. So
Sorry, you were buying 10K challenges.
yeah, it's like
Right,
only
so, yeah.
$100 per account.
Yeah,
Like, even if
cool.
you blow 10, it's 1K. I make 2K a month, right? Which I don't blow 10 in 1 month, but it was a span of 2 months. So I was chilling, right? There was nothing wrong with me, and I didn't also have the pressure, but I wanted to get the things done quick. You know, I already could trade. I knew how to trade on crypto, but forex is a whole different thing. Like sometimes it works, but for me it didn't work because I was trading retail strategies. I was trading breakouts, and I was trying breakouts on a 50-minute, and I would get faked out so much.
Yeah, that's the problem.
It's
Yeah.
very much, and I was like, something's gotta change, and that's why I changed my strategy. Because what I like about my strategy is when I lose, there's always a reason why I lose, right? For example, let's say you trade breakout. What I think is when a breakout happens and it fakes you don't really know the reason, right? Obviously, there might be a resistance or something, but for me, when I trade my strategy, there's always a reason. There must be a supply zone, or there must be liquidity getting taken. There must be an inducement made. There's always a reason why I lose, and that's how I collect data, so I can look back and mitigate my losses to get a bigger win rate or a higher win rate, because that's essentially what you want to do.
So as well as the backtesting, you're journaling all this, so you
Yeah,
got a record.
100%.
Yeah,
People backtest, they don't journal, it's useless.
yeah.
You don't know why you're losing. You're not like people journal, but they don't look back. You know, why would you not look back?
Point, you just
Yeah,
write
you
it down for
write
the
it
sake
and
of
you're
it.
done. You're acting like you journal. Yeah, you don't look back. Why are you losing? Yeah, I don't know. So you're making the same
So-
mistakes every time again.
So if you permit me, I just want to go back to how you started this, and this is in stretching for a lot of people out there starting their journey. You said you didn't like school. You've said you don't like maths, and yet you absolutely love backtesting. And this is a key thing that people miss when you're in kind of people who don't like education and drop out of education. It's not because you're not intelligent. It's because you're not inspired. And I get the feeling you're talking about something that you really love here, and that has made you do the proper things, the backtesting and all that. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's like with trading it was something. Is that passion, right? It
Yeah,
was a side
passion.
hustle at first because I was working full time. Now I don't really work full time, but it was a passion. It was a side hustle. You know, you make 500 extra, you make 1,000 extra, and then slowly you scale up, right?
But I get the feeling you now love trading. You want
Yeah,
to
trading.
keep doing it.
Yeah, I want to.
Yeah.
Like I want to die trading. You know,
Exactly.
When I die on my deathbed, I'll still be trading gold. You know, because I love it. It's
Which is
very.
why people have got to realise that, as much as being systematic makes the money, you've got to have a passion for
Yeah,
wanting to do it, because there's going to be up and downs, isn't there?
100%, and then you gotta. If you don't like it, you won't stick through it.
Yeah.
So it's very like that's why I say it's always different for every person. If you don't like trading, you're gonna force yourself to do things. If you like business, then you should do business, right? If you like cooking, you should do cooking.
Yeah.
Everything has money if you do it correctly. Like people think you make 2K wage because you're a cook. If you open a business, you could be very profitable business as a cook. As Gordon Ramsay is a millionaire. All he does is cook.
Yeah,
No,
and
it's-
swear. Yeah.
It's very easy, but you just have to. Like people are lazy. They are very lazy. They like even.
But you said yourself that you were lazy.
Yeah, I was lazy,
But you found something you're passionate about, and you put all the hard yards in.
yeah, it's like I wanted like there's a quote that goes like you have to do something so hard as bad as you want to breathe. That's exactly what I put in my mind because I wanted to be profitable so bad more than I wanted to breathe. Right, so I want to be alive. Then I should be profitable because I could not look at myself in the mirror not being profitable. I just hated myself because I'm thinking about it like people can do it, then why can I not do it? Because I have a very big ego, right? I love myself. I think I'm very smart. So I think like if I can do it, there's something wrong with me, right? Because I always
You start questioning your own lifestyle.
if there's
don't
something
you?
wrong, it doesn't matter what in business or trading. It's always your own fault. People try to blame the markets. Gold slipped me, yeah. Then don't
No, it
enter.
hasn't.
Yeah, you're entering news and you expect not to get slipped. It's always your own fault. And if you don't point the finger at yourself, it's gonna take more time to actually develop yourself because the markets are not good. There's no trades today. The market's not working. Let me wait 2 months. Let me wait 3 months. And in that 2-3 months, if you point the finger at yourself, you could be ahead 2 years because you're evolving and the other guy might be going backwards.
And as you evolved, did you have all the old traits of revenge trading and getting angry if you were losing? And where are you now with wins and losses?
So the very good thing about prop firms is you have a lot of capital, right? So when I make 2 to 3%, which usually takes 1 or 2 trades. So let's say for example, at my payout yesterday, if I make 2 to 3% today, I'll stop trading. I'll delete the trade. I'll delete the account of MT5. I'll delete it because I know if I have a bad day, I'll trade on it. because I know myself, right? That's why you gotta take precautions for yourself. Because let's say, for example, if I trade on a live account, I lose 2K, then I want to go on the other account and make 2K.
Yeah.
So that's why I delete off the MT5. It's a very good thing.
This is really interesting because the last guy said he puts his MT5 on a separate phone to make sure that when he goes to places that he's not taking it with him, so that it can't trade.
Yeah, but you can still,
so
you can still do that at home. But yeah,
it's a similar thing.
Yeah, it's like you have to.
You've got to separate it.
You have to have precautions for yourself because you're not perfect. You're still a human. You're gonna make mistakes, and you wanna make. It's the same with like losing. You wanna make sure you stop losing. So you wanna make sure you stop over trading by just having precautions. That's why I deleted on my FT5. Obviously, you're gonna revenge trade. It's normal. It's very normal. Like we're humans. We have a very like. It's very hard to explain what a human is. You know, the mental and the psychology. It's very hard because you can't fix someone's psychology. It's very different. Sometimes you have a bad day, you're the worst trader, but you have the good day, you're the best trader. Like also reflects on your real life. If you have a bad day, you're gonna trade bad. That's what I think, right? That's a fact with me. If I have a bad day, I try not to trade because I know it's not gonna work out in my favor because I'm already in a bad mindset. Especially when I lose, I'm gonna keep losing because I'm gonna get revenge trade. I'm gonna be mad at myself, and then my whole day is gonna be ruined. I'm gonna be depressed, you know.
So that's good that you're over that trait of if I don't trade every day, then it can't possibly be right. And if I'm going to miss out, the market's there every day. You know, there's a setup every day potentially. You know, you just got to wait for it, haven't you? You got to what works for you and use it.
There's always there's even a setup when you sleep. Yeah, you should not sleep then. Yeah, you know, there's
always never go to bed.
Yeah, it's like but trading is like there's a very little edge between addiction and trading. It's like people are so addicted. Like it's very nice to trade. You like it's like a money printer. Every time you press buy, price goes up 1K. I made 1K. It's very easy to say that
until it's going.
But it's not easy. Like people who are profitable, they make it seem easy, right? I made 2K today. I made 3K today. But it took me 4 years, right? Obviously, I've been trading forex for 2 years, but 4 years in total to get to the stage where I am, right? And there's obviously people above me. There's people making millions, and when you look at them, it took them maybe 6-7 years, you know.
It's great, and it's a repeat story that I'm hearing. The success takes time. You have to go through the ups and the downs, and this going through prop environment, simulated prop, gives you so much learning potential and the timing. And of course, it's almost 24 hours, isn't it? Yeah, you can trade any time frame. You're gonna, if you put the hard yards in, you're gonna get good feedback, aren't you?
Yeah, we are very lucky to trade prop firms actually, because if you compare it to 4 years ago, like let's say FTMO, but that wasn't really popular back then. Like to make 100K or even get 100K capital is very hard. Let's say you have 2K and you need to make 2K. That's 2% of 100K. That's very easy to do. But on your own live account, making 100%, that's very hard.
Yeah.
So it's like, and you're paying even less. You're paying $500. All you have to do is pass 2 phases of, and that's worth it. If you compare to get 100K
to what you could in the real world, I know.
It's like every 2 weeks you get a payout. You know, make 2 to 3%. You're making 5K a month. And that's very good money for doing very little work. And you're comparing that to, let's say for example, my dad. My dad works from 5 a.m. to 4 p.m. Right? My dad makes like 2K a month. Sometimes my dad goes to work. I go to sleep. Right? It's a very different cycle.
Yeah.
But like I make my dad's wage. Let's say that's 2% for me. You know, it's a very different world. My dad has to work, has to grind hard. You know, it's also physical work. It's very draining. You know, you get very tired, and then when you come home, you don't want to go.
The energy to do anything.
Yeah, especially when you're a little bit older. My dad's and he has like issues on his feet and stuff. It's hard, right? Even to go out with your family, do stuff, or give time to. It's very hard, which I understand, right? That's why always, I think as teens, we want to make a lot of money to help our parents, right? Especially with trading, you can make a lot of money. And then you can make your dad's salary, let's say 10 times in a month, and your dad could not be working for 10 months if you want, right? So it's a very good thing that trading, or even online business in general, exists, right? You can make money off anything. It could be drop shipping, e-commerce, whatever. But what I found with trading is drop shipping and e-commerce is a lot of hassle, like it's a lot of headache.
You have logistics,
to, orders, refunds, this and that. And trading, you just press buttons. You press buttons. You take profit, you take a stop loss.
But as you said, it's not just walk up and do it. You've got to put some training in.
Yeah, that's the same with every business, though.
No, exactly. I'm saying
that's why I think trading.
But a lot of people have it thrown to them that this is easy. It's an easier lifestyle once you're on top of it, but you still got to put the hard work in, haven't you?
There's like a quote that said the trading lifestyle is easy, you go work 2 hours and you make like a salary. But to get to that stage,
it's a process to get there, isn't it?
exactly, it's like you can compare it to everything in life. Like trading, you can compare it to a football player. He has to, like Ronaldo didn't spawn being Ronaldo, you know.
Yeah.
He didn't spawn being the best player alive. He had to like he would go to training before his teammates and leave after his teammates.
That's right.
And if you don't want to back this 1 hour a day and you think you're gonna be profitable, it doesn't exist, right? Like people won't like the gold mark or like the markets won't give you the trades. The markets won't give you the profits. They won't tell you take a trade now and you'll be profitable. Like it's all you. It's all you. No one's gonna tell you. Like even if you have a mentor, he's not gonna tell you to take a trade.
No, you've got to own it.
You have to. Yeah. Like you could even take signals, and if he dies tomorrow, what are you gonna do? You have nothing on your hands. You know.
That's the old fishing and rod, isn't it? Teach how to fish.
It's like exactly that one. Yeah, that's what a lot of people ask signals, and that's why I tell them. You could die tomorrow, and what are you gonna do? Yeah, I don't know. I'll find someone else. Yeah, go and do it then.
Good luck. Yeah.
But it's like you're gambling off someone else's analysis. You don't know who he is. You don't know his trades. He won 2 trades and you got excited about it.
And I'm ever more suspicious now with going into the AI world, just how much of this is real.
Yeah, the Monara thing and
you've got to rely on your own work, haven't you?
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
So what did you say your day was like then? Do you work in the restaurant, did you say, 9 till 12?
Yeah, it's like, no, it's like, I try to wake up at 9 a.m. Obviously, I don't wake up at 9 a.m. every day because it's very hard. Sometimes it differs. Sometimes let's say I wake up between 9 and 11, right, a.m., which is 1 hour. We're just 1 hour ahead of London, so it's not that big of a difference. So then I'll just try to trade, do whatever I'm supposed to do. It could be a business, it could be showering, whatever. But until 12:30, I have time. Then that's when I kind of leave, 12:30, 1 p.m.
And what do you do in that time? Are you doing a bit of research of what's gone on during the session or not?
Yeah, I could be looking at the charts. I could be looking to make YouTube videos. I could be doing anything that needs to be done, right? It differs obviously every single day.
So by that, are you an influencer yourself then, or?
I wouldn't call myself an influencer, but I make content to help people. That's what I say.
You're
try to help
me. You're doing really well.
I just try to help people. I don't like to call myself an influencer because it's like a bad thing.
Yeah,
being an influencer. Yeah. So I try to be far away from
I like how you phrase that, which I've heard it from a few people. You're out there to help other people. You know that this is an opportunity to help your family and help other people get out of difficult situations. It's really good to give something back, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. Especially when sometimes I wake up, I get DMs, people being happy, like I passed my funded account, thank you so much. That's a very good way to start your morning because you're potentially changing people's lives and even changing people's family's life, because if he's profitable, then his family is going to eat from that.
Yeah.
So you're very happy about that. And with my religion is always best to give back, because if my God blesses me.
And are there any issues with your religion about being able to trade? Is that allowed?
It's not like I've done my research and it's not really particularly any things. There's
and you are an analyst officially.
Yeah, and we're trading demo environment as well.
Exactly.
But if you're trading rollover, then the swap fees are not allowed. Like it's like interest, what they call it. Okay. So I don't trade rollover. Like I don't hold during rollover. 2 to 3 hours and I'm done. So I don't swing trade.
Saves you a lot of fees.
Yeah, it saves you. Yeah, you could also win from the fees, but it's still not permissible because they see it as interest, and as well as we're trading demo environments. That's as well. So and I've done pretty much research.
So that's a good advantage to pass over to people, isn't it? Make sure they're aware of that because it's a simulated environment.
Yeah, and people still ask me a lot, but I just tell them, you should ask someone else because I'm not allowed to speak for, because I don't know. But, what I always say is, God bless me, so I'm supposed to bless people. That's what I do. Like so obviously people are going to charge for teaching, but I've done so much free things. Like, you always, like, not everything is about money, right? You've
got to live. You've got to be alive to do it.
100%. Obviously, time consuming. It's time consuming. So people who charge money is normal. It's very normal because you're putting in time. But if you do 1 or 2 times a week, it's not a big deal. You're just giving back to people who sometimes people can't afford it. There's a lot. Like I have a lot of people who are like 15, 16 trying to get into it, but they don't have money. Right, and that's when sometimes I'll tell them like, okay, you don't have to pay, just come in, see for yourself, but take your time. You're 15, 16. If I was 15, 16 and I got into Forex, I'd be a millionaire now, So I'm telling you, take it very slow. I'll give them the best ever. Like I'm someone, I'll
get the foundations right.
Yeah, I'm someone, I'll tell them what they need to hear. Like if you don't like to hear, you can leave. I'll tell them like, what are you doing? You're lazy, get up, get to work. I'm not gonna tell him, yeah, it's okay to blow an account. I don't tell that. Like, I'm telling you what you need to hear, and if you don't like it, you can leave. It's not a problem for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna sugarcoat you. I'm not gonna say you're this, you're that. Like, I'm not someone like that. I'll just tell the reality, what you need to hear, because even if you don't like it, you have to hear it. Even like trainers on like when I used to play football when I was 10, 11, my trainers would cuss me a lot. But I was like, one day I was very mad. Like, I'm like, trainer, why are you telling these things? Like, I'm supposed to play good. You need to pep talk me. He's like, no, you're supposed to hear these things. So it's like an aggression.
They're trying to stop you making a mistake.
Yeah, but it's like also like an aggression thing. But my trainer used to cuss me, but not like crazy. But he used to cuss me, and he would get aggressive, and I would play better because I would get mad at him. So I wanted to prove him wrong. So I started scoring goals and stuff. So that's what I try to tell people, like, prove me wrong. I want you to prove me wrong, right? I'll tell you you're a shit trader. Prove me wrong, and then you make money, and then I'm happy.
Yeah,
you know, that's it.
See, everyone needs different influences, don't they? But yeah, I know what you mean. Carrot and stick, isn't it? All that.
Yeah, it's not an influencer, but you know.
So what else do you do? What do you do to relax and get away from trading? Do you need to?
I mean, I don't really have time. You know, it's like as I said at my daily routine. You know, at 12:30 I leave. I come home at 12 a.m. You know, it's not really nothing to do. You know, you come home, you sit at your desk. You have to look back at the trades you took today. You have to look back at your community. Even if you don't have a community, like after 12 a.m., what are you going to do? Like, Belgium is not as alive as London. You can't go outside. It's like very dead.
No
like,
underground scene in Belgium.
Yeah, not like the population of London is as much as Belgium. Like, you know, there's nothing to do at night. And I don't really like going out too much, especially when there's nothing to do, right? What am I going to do outside? So it's like the same cycle now, you know. When I try to play games sometimes, but it's not really that fun. You know, what I do to relax, I don't know. It's like...
Do you take holidays?
No, this is my first holiday in 10 years, maybe.
Jeepers.
Yeah, it's very, yeah, you know, I have no time. I have to work, you know, and it's my dad's restaurant, so I don't mind, you know, because you have to.
And you see how hard he works.
Yeah, so I can't really blame him. But, you know, obviously when I'm not working anymore, obviously I'm going to go to holidays, you know. Because, for example, the holiday I had in London, I already paid for it with trading. It's a very good thing, you know.
Yeah.
So you just pay whilst you're at the holiday with trading, and that's all you want.
And when you take it, not that you take very many, but when you took that one, did you trade when you were doing that, or can you switch off?
Which one?
You said you came to London, had a holiday.
Yes.
Were you trading when you were on holiday, or did you manage to totally switch off?
No, I traded today, this morning.
Yeah?
Yeah, and I actually made 5%. So, but you know,
what holidays? That's what you need.
You know what it was. You know, I was going to sleep at 2 a.m. Right, it was around 2 a.m. We just ate, and I was going to sleep. And I had a trade, right, overnight on gold. You know, Asia gold moves.
I like the Asia.
Gold does move. Euro doesn't move a lot. Sometimes it does. For example, this morning it moved a lot, but gold doesn't move. Gold moves
so
a lot.
You got all the central banks and the Chindia stuff going on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, you know, I took a trade. I took a loss, but 6 a.m. I wake up, very random, no alarm, nothing. Very random. I wake up.
Sign.
Yeah, it's a sign. It's like a sign. I look at the charts. I see I'm stopped out, but I see gold is in a setup. So I'm like, okay, let me take this trade. And you wake up, you make 5%. What do you want? What else do you want? You know, that's the best feeling to wake up Friday. I'm like, I'm done for the day, not trading.
Do you mess around with your stops?
No, never. That's the worst
thing
thing to do.
You've got set up and you stick to it, and you set up accordingly to keep.
It's the best when you sleep. You can't fix. You know, it's very hard to make. Like, I don't like managing positions. You know, because if I'm a drawdown, I'm gonna do weird things. You know, I'm gonna move my stop, do this, do that. I'm not looking at anything. You know, if I hit TP, I hit TP. If I hit my stop, I hit my stop. Because I know 1, 2, 3 trades I'll lose, 4 trades I'll win. Or maybe the 5th one, whatever. But my risk reward is pretty high. I have like a 4 or 5 risk reward average with like 30% win rate. So it comes out pretty good. You know.
So say for instance like there where you get stopped out, but you think the strategy is still right, will you go back in straight away?
Not the same trade, no.
No.
It's like, it's very different, but I don't get, like, my stops doesn't get taken and then the reversal doesn't happen. That's not really a strategy I trade. Whenever I guess, like, you're trading supply demand, like, the demand should, you know, let's say price comes into my demand, it gives my confirmation, it should run. If it doesn't run, obviously it can take liquidity and then run, but that's not guaranteed, and I play off guarantee.
Yeah,
like,
you're playing a sort of secondary effect then, aren't you?
Yeah, I just, you know, if no confirmation, it could run on the demand, but if my confirmation is not there, I won't enter because, like, you're not executing your edge, and then your win rate is gonna change, but the data is not your trading style. Like, it's not your strategy, and then it's gonna be confusing, and then you're gonna be like, I'm not profitable, but my strategy is profitable. then you're doing something wrong, right?
That's it. And and that often that happens a lot, actually, doesn't it? You've done all the hard work, you've got it set up properly. It's you messing it up.
And then it's your psychology going wrong. Why am I not profitable? I'm doing something wrong. All you're doing is just not executing your edge, what you're supposed to do. That's it.
It's good. So what I always like to ask people is, if you're coming into an interview, have you managed to get across everything that you wanted to do today? Is there anything you wanted to say to your community or the Alpha community?
My community, shout out to my community. I love all my traders out there. My community is love, man. It's like a big family. All my friends, they're like my little brothers. Some are older than my brothers. I have love always. The Alpha community always. I have love for everyone.
What do you like about the Alpha community? And what attracted you to the wonderful simulated prop firm that is Alpha Capital?
What attracted me was Alex. Shout out to Alex. I love him a lot. Alex is a very good guy. He's been very good to me in difficult times. He also helped me a lot, which is what you don't see with.
Did you tell me earlier who pushed you towards Alpha in the first instance?
It was some guy who DM'd me saying Alpha wants to partner with you. And the thing was, I wasn't big at the time, so I was very happy about it.
Yeah.
That was the first prop firm that reached out to me. So I was very happy. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. Straight away. First of all, I was like, Alpha is a scam, 0 commission. Are you serious? I'm like, that can't be possible.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, he said, yeah, we have this CEO, this guy, financial background, broker, this and that. I'm like, okay, these guys know what they're doing. I watched the videos where they introduce themselves, but they know exactly what they're doing. So I'm like, okay, let's do it.
And to me, they always seem to be tweaking to help people. It is genuine, isn't it? These are all things that can help you.
Yeah, it's like they can help you because they know what they're doing. People that don't know what they're doing, they don't want to help you because they want to keep profiting off you. Because everyone gets in the prop business to profit. Like, it's a profitable business, but you can be profitable with traders being profitable. Yeah. But obviously, if you don't run the business correctly, I don't really know how it was run, whatever. But, like, for example, Alpha has its own broker. People have another broker, they pay a lot more. So Alpha's cost is very low, so they can do 50% off, for example. No firm does 50% off. Or if they do, they're gone after 2 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, they have done some really good gimmicky things, haven't they? It's been good.
It's been very good. Like, the channels are very affordable once you have these crazy discounts. It's like, it's very good because you see Alex in the Discord even, he's like, talking and he's sending voice notes. And that's even the 75,000 5K challenges, that's ridiculous.
That was totally mental.
It's crazy how, like, even the guy, he made like 3.8K payout. I watched
he was on here recently.
Yeah, it's like crazy. Brilliant. You're just giving someone 3.8K essentially because you want to be kind, right? And obviously there's more payouts. I don't know how much. Like he said, I think it costed them £1 million. Yeah. It's crazy. You're just giving away £1 million. And if you can't do that, you know what you're doing.
But as you said earlier, that is proper business. That's people looking after your business.
Even sometimes, when he's bored or something good has happened in the Discord, he's like, next people to DM me in the next 5 minutes get a free 10K account. It's like, it's like Santa Claus came early,
And then none of us can read any of the chats.
Yeah.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
at least your experience at this, and you've got a really good attitude to the whole environment. Is there anything else that you'd like to see Alpha doing that would improve things for you?
I think weekly payouts, man.
Weekly payouts. Yeah.
I've seen Alex seen Alex tweet about weekly payouts as something very, very good.
What, from your perspective, why is that something you want? I mean, everybody wants money in their hand.
It's faster, It's like, for example, I have a firm where I trade weekly payouts, and by the time I get to a payout with Alpha, I'm at 2 payouts now, And it's easier to manage a 2-3% payout because waiting 2 weeks for a 3% payout is a big difference.
You don't want to do anything to mess it up.
You don't want to miss it out. And if you wait 1 week, it's quick. 1 week, it's done, and then you can trade again. Make the same percentage 1 week. And then you have 2 accounts. You have like every 2 to 3 days you get a payout. It's a very nice feeling,
Yeah.
Like if you have a job, you get paid at the end of the month every month. But like with trading, you get paid 2-3 days every week. It's a very good thing.
But we've got this new lifestyle now.
You wake up like an email. Alpha has paid you now. Your day couldn't be worse. It's a very good day to start, and you could even trade very, very good off that. I made a 5K payout on the best trader. You feel happy. You're ready to smash the markets. Then you make another 5K payout. No one can stop you. That's how your confidence builds up. Really. Yeah. Like that's what I noticed for myself is, once you get the payouts, it's all nice, but once you have the consistency, because like I see people doing 20-30K payouts. Yeah, that's cool, but do it again. Do it 10 times. You can't. And me, 2 to 3%, and I'm done.
Well, that sometimes takes weeks to build up, isn't it?
Some people, they have to skip payouts to build that buffer, but I just take 2 to 3%. I focus on scaling capital, right? You have to...
I was going to say, have you got an aim for how much you want to have under management, or are you there already? Or?
No, it's not really an aim. I mean, obviously, you want to have millions and millions. Like you could even go into the billions if you really want to tell me how much I want. You know, I want to manage 10 billion if I can, but
it starts to get difficult to manage, doesn't it?
It's very difficult. But I would say, you know, like even for example, I used to have back in January, I used to have 200K funding. Very easy to live off. Very, very easy. If you only make 1% a month, that's my wage.
And is that one 200 account, or have you built that with the number?
Yeah, it was it was two 100K accounts. So. And then you had weekly payouts. So every week I get 2 payouts. So if I make 2% a month, I'm making my wage just off 2 accounts.
Yeah.
And then slowly you scale it. Then the money, you can't catch up with the money. It's crazy numbers, ridiculous numbers. You just can't catch up, you know?
Brilliant. So that's been a wonderful interview. I think you've set out everything that people need to know. You've got to be disciplined, put the hard work in.
Exactly.
You don't have to love maths. You don't have to love hard work in the first instance. You need to find something passionate, don't you? And 100%. Lots of great tips there for people how to manage an account. Yeah. Geet, that was brilliant. Thank you, mate.
Brilliant talking.
Cheers. All right, ready? So what do you think? Is that all right?
That was good, yeah, that was good.
You're nice and relaxed. You're good.
I'm always relaxed. You know? if you're speaking the facts, if you're speaking from your heart, you're always
exactly.
You have people that force crazy talks. It's not me.
No,
especially when you're a real trader. I know there's a lot of fake traders. I know
this is it, and that a proper trader knows you can't break the karma. You wouldn't do that, would you? I mean, it's like you start jumping up and down. You know that the right hand's coming.
Yeah, it's a good thing though. Trading is nice. Trading is the best thing alive. I love trading.
Yeah. It's funny, as I said when we were in the interview, having chatted to quite a few people, they've said the nature of all the losses up front, and now that they're successful, that they could maybe stop doing it, but they don't want to because they absolutely love it, and that's the whole reason why.
I think it's dumb to stop trading.
Yeah, you couldn't.
Yeah, I love trading. Even if I don't make money, I love trading.
Yeah.
It's very the feeling you get when you hit TP is very nice. It's like even if it's $10 or $100. The TP, you're doing something right, and you're doing it consistently. You're hitting TP after TP, and I have like alerts set. I have like crazy alerts set. Yo, you did it. Like I'm gassing myself up, you know, when I hit TP. You know, that's how you build the confidence.
So you're getting the buzz all the time.
It's like you have to build your own confidence. Now I'm very confident now. Like I go through accounts like it's a walk in the park. You know, do the same thing every week.
But you've proved to yourself it works. It works over time.
The payouts back it up. You know.
Yeah.
Once you see the payouts, and once people tell you, I want to be like you, then you know you're doing.
Even that means you've got a strong psychology to do that. Though. So a lot of people that 3 or 4 challenges down, they'd be all over the place, wouldn't they?
Yeah, I think I had to mature very quick. You know, I had to grow up very quick. That's I think what really helped, because like my dad was financially very good actually, but then he made some like, for example, he opened a restaurant. It's a big restaurant, you know, it's a lot of money that you put in, and then once it's not really running nicely, it's very hard to manage it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the money, you know, you're not gonna be good financially anymore, right? Because you could make a mistake, whatever. Same with trading, you could lose all your funding, you know, but you know, then you have to step up. You know, you have to pay the bills, you have to help your family. That's when you really it's like you have to do something. It's not really the money pushing you, but you have to do something for your family that you're gonna set them free for whatever, how many times you want, you know.
That just makes you determined, doesn't it?
Yes, it's like, you know, like I couldn't think about myself sitting around watching Netflix and my dad waking up 5 a.m. going to work. Like I can't think about.
No.
What I do is I wake up in the morning, I look at myself in the mirror. I'm like, you ain't no pussy, right? You're supposed to put in the work. Your dad's gonna work. I sleep at 5 a.m. My dad wakes up at 5 a.m. to go to work.
Yeah,
doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. Like,
no. I think it's refreshing. It's a lovely mix that you've got there, isn't it? It's hardened you. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I had to grow up very quick. It's a good thing though. Like you sacrifice your youth, kind of. But
I think that, you know, it's what people need to realise. You've got to put the sacrifice in.
Yeah.
You know, some people you're in a really lucky situation. Don't be blasé about it. You know, you use it. If you're in a nice position, you know, take advantage of it. You know, there's so many of us out there that are having to fight through hardships and stuff. It's brilliant, man.
Yeah.
Good luck. Keep it going.